right, now that we have set up our classes, we're going to go in and set up the standards that go with those particular classes. So um, we'll go into phonics, but I want you to look at how the template does not have standards attached. So these are the things that are required based on your template. If you notice here, standards are not one of them. So you do not have to attach standards to your phonics lesson. You do need the I can statement, the lesson itself, any differentiation, and then assessments. So I'm going to go ahead and X out of that one. But I do know that standards are going to be needed in math. So let's open up this one. So as you see here, you can see that you have your different components, and you can arrow over to see the other areas. And so as you saw in the phonics, there's other ways to see this. So you have right now, this is the stack mode, what they call the stack mode. So it just stacks it so that it may be easier for you. If that's something you would rather do, you could go in that way. Otherwise, you would have the tab mode. So they call this the tab mode. So what we want to do for now is we want to click on standards. You're going to go in and click on the plus sign, and that opens up your standard window. You're going to click on the, okay, so if that doesn't pop up, you would click on the plus button. But what we're going to need to do, and actually we're going to go ahead and search for it. If you type in state, and then you're just going to scroll down and scroll till you find Georgia and go ahead and click on it. And then click your check. The check mark is always your save button. All right. So that wants to come up again. Now you're going to go over to your level. So pick your grade level or the grade level standards that you need for this particular class. So I'm going to go ahead and just select grade 4. Here, you now will have to pick the standard subject. So we are in math. So you can actually go here and search. You could just type in math. So what you notice here in math is they do archive the old standards. Planbook's been around for years, as you can tell. They have 2015, the standards from 2015. They have now archived the 2022 ones, and they have entered in the new math standards that are going to affect this year. So you want to be sure that you're selecting the 2023 mathematics standards. So you're just going to check that. Go ahead and click your check mark. And for some reason, for the mathematics, they don't list. You can't search by categories. But what you can do is you can search here. So if you don't want to scroll through all of the standards, if you know the wording or even kind of like the code, you could just type in part of that as well. The first part that you will see, the MP, are those mathematical practices. And you can see that this is all of them. And then you've got MP 1 through 8 there. So you could select the mathematical practices that should be related to your lesson. So let's just say I'm just going to go ahead and select make sense of problems and persevering in solving them and modeling math. And then I'm going to be teaching NR1. So I'm going to go ahead and you can select the NR1, or you can actually select the breakdown of that. So which actual part of that are you teaching? So you really need to pick which one you're actually doing for that day. So here, this one's read and write multi-digit whole numbers to the 100,000th place. Recognize and show a digit in one place as value. Using place value to represent, compare, order. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to just practice reading and writing. This is going to be my lesson for the day. So I'm going to select that. So that would be what you would do once you're ready to start lesson planning, and how you can select as many standards as you need to and select check. And then as you can see, the standards have now posted. Then you can continue with your creating your lesson plan. When you're done, you can click check to save. And then what you'll see is you'll see the information populate there for you. So you will need to go through and do that for each of the classes that are teaching classes that do require standards to be attached.